Well, hello guys. Welcome back onto Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator slash FNAF 6 review. Gonna be major spoilers, obviously. Now, I obviously figured out how to go from day to day to day, and I really couldn't make it through the nights. Then I figured out how to make it through the nights before Scott updated it, and I just was smart and didn't take salvage in, and I made it to the fifth night. And for some reason, even though I made it to the fifth night and died, nothing happened. I guess I had to make it Saturday, and I just couldn't because couldn't get around Springtrap. And I looked up, like most people already have, I looked up what's the ending. And some guy had already found all the endings. And I'm like, I'm really bad at this game because I can't make it past Springtrap. And spoiler alert, it's the most depressing ending I've seen. Now, part of me is like, this is Scott. He doesn't mean any of this. And the other part of me is like, well, kind of saw this coming, didn't we? Because the series has been getting progressively darker. It was always kind of dark. I mean, if you think about it, the first game, you're sitting there at night and these animatronics are loose. And that was actually, in a way, a lot scarier than this game was. This game is scary in a sense that you know he's coming, but what makes it more scarier than anything is my equipment just would not work, and I could never see where Springtrap was. Like the first night, you get a pass. Second night, I could find whoever was like in the vents. Is it like one of the Fredbears? I think it is. And third night, Springtrap, and he was invisible. I could not find him, and then by the time I found him, he wouldn't answer the lure. And I didn't enjoy it because to me, after a while, there was like no point of building the pizzeria because I was just going to die that night. And I kind of gave up. And then I saw the ending, what you get if you took in all the salvage successfully, and what you got if, everything happened. And it was terrible, is what the ending was. It was one of the saddest endings I've ever seen, and I'm not sure that there was any actual point to it because it was such a downer. You've gathered all the animatronics and whatever version of baby you want to call this, thinks, aha, we've got you now. And of course, it was all a trap for them, for you, for Springtrap. And there's like no redemption. And I don't know if this is supposed to be the other partner. It was William and whomever. I don't know if this is like the other partner and he never died or he came back from the dead or what happened or this is supposed to be God. I have no idea, but I'm taking it as the other partner because it turns out, spoiler alert, Puppet is female. And we all thought, like, maybe if female, that Puppet was one of the moms or something. It was not that. And so he comes in this last game and he solves the problem by, demanding all these robots give up their souls, all the animatronics, and that they all die in the fire trap that you're all in. And he's like telling, Springtrap the hill's waiting for him and, he better go there. And it's like, wow. This game got ultimately dark because who is he to make that call with an innocent soul? Because you got this job, and I don't have a sense that you're one of the Aftons. I just have a sense you are some poor schmo who got this job because they think you are one of the Aftons, and this guy just disagrees and says you're a random person, though that might be misdirection. And I got really upset. And, I was really upset most of all for Springtrap because I thought, well, maybe there's this possibility that he'll be redeemed at some point. Maybe there's this possibility we'll find out why he did all the terrible things he did. And he'll have justification. Because remember, the villain in a movie or anything, they never see themselves as a villain. Not if they're a well-written villain. They see themselves as a good guy. So I was always trying to figure out, what's his motivation? Um, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Is he like trying to figure out like the secret of immortality or something and whatever? And what's he doing this for? And we never got that answer. We just got Springtrap as kind of the horror movie villain that just keeps coming back and keeps coming back and keeps coming back. Art style wise, it was, in some places, it was real cute, like in the pizza, where you're throwing the pizza. And in the pizzeria, it was real cute, kind of reminded me of FNAF Roll. But in the jump scares themselves, I don't know. I was looking at old ones of, Springtrap, since that's the one that kept getting me. Can't make it past Springtrap. And his design now, compared to what his design was before, I don't know why he was so hideously redesigned. I mean, all of his teeth are gone, and he's got like all these screws in his mouth, and it's like, I don't understand the series at this point. I really don't. Is this during Sister Location? Is it before? Is it after? Does it even matter at this point? I think Scott kind of just wanted to be done. Part of me is like, no, he did this game and he did this to, announce the new game. You think this is big, what do you see the new game? And then I'm like, no, this was a new game and this was kind of a smart way to do it, because if people hate it, they hate it, and if people love it, they love it, but it ends the series. I really, at this point, if Scott released another game, I think we'd all start to cry and not stop, because, everybody should be gone by now. I won't release it, but I was fooling around, and I had fooled around Jump to Night 5, and Jump to Night 6, rather, Jump to Saturday Night, and I got one of the endings, and I'm not sure what ending that was. And, it was kind of sad to see the series end this way. I think the ending vacuum, what was it? Was it 3? 3, where, the spirits were gone out of the animatronics, and maybe Springtrap had made it away. I think that was like the best ending of the series. 4 came then, and then 4 was pretty good, but then 5 came, and now we have 6, and it's like the series has just gotten progressively darker, and there's like no redeeming feature to the story. Like, do you know what I mean? So I really like it in some sense, but for playability for me, I've already hit the wall, and I'm too burnt out to sit here and try to play it for 80 hours to try to make it through night 3, because it's already jumped the shark as far as viewability goes. That's how fast YouTube moves. So it's kind of frustrating. I like the game, but then in a way I don't want to beat the game, because I know what happens if I do. So it is a good game in the series. I wouldn't say it's the best. I'd still say the first game's the best, followed by 3, then 4. I don't know what my feelings are on 2. Sister Location was almost, it could have been like its own other series, I think. I think maybe that would have worked out best, and then, I don't know. But I just know I'm sad right now. Everybody's gone. It's all over. It's finally over. Everything just went. And that was just kind of disheartening. I'm not sure what our takeaway message is. I really don't, from an ending like that to a series. No matter what you do, everything will end horribly. I have no idea. I guess it was good in a sense that, the daughter, she gets out, so Puppet gets out, but, as for the others, even though he demanded they leave the bodies, may they never get to leave the bodies. Maybe they're trapped there, and the series could, of course, spawn itself forever and keep respawning, but I think it's truly done at this point. I think the fact that so many people didn't even know that FNAF 6 was out kind of tells us something. Like, people have been asking me where this game came from, so um, it's kind of a sad ending to the series. It's not just because it's over. I would have been okay if it would have been over with Sister Location or something, but I think because it went so far away from its roots, it went from sitting in a room, in a dark room with, a monitor and two doors. And to me, that was the best game of them all. And this is just, it's entertaining and it's fun in a lot of ways, but then the difficulty level, at least for me, it was so far up, it was like, yeah, it's officially to the part where I'm not having fun anymore because I just don't feel like trying to grind through the night and get that ending. So, that's my review for 2 cents. It's a free game if you guys want it, if you love, FNAF and you want to have the final game in the collection, it would be worth getting. I think Scott was smart to do it this way because it's free, and if you like it, it's great. You have all the games, and if you hate it, well then hey, fine, it was free, I do like it. I do. It's just I wasn't sure about some of the design choices, and I wasn't sure about the ending. The ending was really sad. I thought it could have had a happy ending. Like, why didn't everybody go to heaven or something? Why'd everybody have to burn in flames? That was kind of terrible. So yeah, really mixed feelings on this one. I'm still upset because I saw that ending and I'm like, oh my god, nobody gets out. Nobody makes it out. This is terrible. What kind of message is that? But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. You will be seeing a playthrough of Monday through Friday tomorrow, but unfortunately that is from the old version. Scott had already updated the game, and after he updated it, that kind of gameplay will no longer apply, but that's the best you're going to get out of me. I will try to find us other games that probably have nothing to do with FNAF, but I hope to see you guys and see you around soon. Bye bye.